Hello, so in today's video, I am going over Anastasia's Beauty Fascia program. You probably already know who she is if you've clicked on this video, but if you don't, she claims that you can change the way your face looks for the better if you apply daily facial massages. I have been following her for over a year, and I've been trying a lot of her free content online that she posts on her Instagram. However, I have been really interested in her program, and I finally signed up and I went through the program. So I wanted to give you guys a review to see maybe if this is something you are interested in signing up for. So first off, I'm not giving away any of her intellectual property. So I'm not going to get into like what the actual massages are inside of the program, but I just wanted to give a breakdown on the program and my results and basically my recommendations. So as soon as you enter the program, she does ask for you to take your before photos. It's just like a forward, your profiles, and then your back. And then she also has you buy some tools for your face. I brought my tools to show you guys. So this ball, it could also be like a spiky ball. And then these little cups. This is what it looks like. All this stuff is on Amazon, super cheap. She also asks you to buy like a stretchy band. It's like one of those elastic workout bands. She says though, if you have leggings, you could just use leggings, and that's what I use. So I didn't purchase that. And then she also recommends a binder. She has a specific binder she recommends. However, I was just using charcoal for mine. You could also use whatever binder you want to use, but that was the last thing that she had us purchase. You don't need to have them as soon as the program starts because we don't start using our tools till like week 2. So you definitely have time to order them. Like, even if you lag a few days, you'll still be good. After you've taken your photos, you email them to her, and then she gets back right away and she kind of tells you, I'm pretty sure she says this to everyone because most people, especially now that we're all on our phones and computers, we all have kind of like a bottleneck thing to where our necks do this thing where they're like, I can't really tell, but instead of being like straight, we kind of do this. At least that was one of my issues. At the end of all the facial massage videos, she puts this bonus video for back and neck, like straightening out your posture, which she states is like the key thing to actually fixing your face and fixing all those imperfections in your face. So that was really interesting to learn, and it was really nice of her to put that additional video. So the name of the private program that Anastasia offers is called Glow, and it was $300, at least at the time that I purchased it. So once you get access, it is actually a 2-month, 60-day program to which you do a daily facial massage. And the way it works is she provides pre-recorded videos, and they are numbered day 1 through day 30. So it is 30 days worth of facial massages. And then once you're done with that, you just go in and repeat that for the next 30 days. And that is the full 60-day program. All the videos in her program are about 20 to 30 minutes long. And then you have your additional video on your back and posture, which is like another 15 minutes. So honestly, you're spending almost an hour, like 45 minutes every day working on your face and straightening out your back. So this is really a program where I highly suggest you have to dedicate time every day for 60 days. And that's a really long time to dedicate like an extra hour in your day for something so specific. So I would just keep that in mind before signing up. If you have a whole bunch of things going on right now, I would wait a little bit until your schedule frees up. Just FYI, it is a lot to keep up with. However, she does mention it's a marathon, not a race, so you don't have to finish the program within 60 days. I definitely didn't finish mine within 60 days. There was a week that I got sick, which she recommends not doing any of the facial massages when you're sick. She also tells you not to do any massages if you become sore. We are working on a lot of like muscles that you haven't touched probably ever in your life, so you can get sore. And if you are sore, she also says to wait a few days before continuing the next massage. So once you finish your 60 days, she does offer an extension to her services, and she calls this new program consistency. So if you loved if you've loved your results or if you've loved what she offered, you can continue working with her for $50 a month. So once a month, she includes a group call where you can ask her personal questions. You go live with her on camera and you could show her your face and be like, hey, like this is really bothering me. What can I do to improve? So I thought that was really cool. I've been on a few of those calls. However, I haven't asked any personal questions. Just a heads up, there are like hundreds of girls in these calls. So I think you really have to like be the first one in and raise your hand to be able to participate and ask your questions. However, everyone kind of has like the same stuff, it's usually like, like 11s or under eyes and things like that. So I think like you could learn a lot even just by joining the calls, even if you didn't get to ask your question. A lot of the questions are very similar and you can learn. Essentially, I feel like the answer that I've grasped from being in this program and watching all these calls are that the main culprit in the way our face looks and aging is due to bad posture. So if there's one thing, and she says this too, if there's one thing that you can fix, is fixing your posture, your shoulders, your neck, because that is really what dictates the way your face looks. So if there is like one takeaway, then that is what she recommends you work on. Like if you can't focus on anything else, that is the one thing she's like, spend at least like a month, 2 months, 3 months, as long as you need to fix your posture and your neck. She also mentions you can spend as much time on your face as you want. However, if your neck and if your posture is still bad, you will really never kind of get the results you want. So that really stood out to me because I think a lot of us focus on like one little thing on our face and then we're like, oh, but like I just want to fix like this one thing right here. And it doesn't really work like that because everything is connected through the rest of our body. Like our head, our face isn't this like standalone thing. So if you want to fix one thing on your face, it usually is connected to something else. And so you kind of like you always go back to, it's usually posture, your neck. And that is why she always recommends like if you can spend 30 minutes doing one thing today, like just work on your posture. I personally joined the program because I wanted to work on my under eyes, my 11s, and like a little bit of my frown lines. I have the ring light on, so I don't look, that bad, but let me show you guys what I really look like. All right, so as you can see, I have a little bit of an 11. It's faint, but like obviously I don't want it to get worse. If I can get ahead of the game right now, I wanted to do that. So in certain lighting, it looks worse than others. As well as my under eyes, which have been something that's been bothering me for a while. If you've watched any of my previous videos, I did PRP on my under eyes, and I don't really think it did much. A lot of people want me to do a review on that, which I have done, but if you are watching this video from any of those videos, I don't recommend it. As you can see, I feel like my under eyes look the same. They're very creasy and I don't have much crow's feet, but just like, I don't know, it just bothers me. Of course, we all have like our own personal opinions on our faces. And then the next thing that I wanted to work on was this. So I don't know what this is called, but like my frown lines. So that's kind of why I joined the program, because I wanted to work on these specific areas. And do I feel like they got better? I feel like I learned a lot in which I feel confident now that I can fix them. I don't want to say like they got better, but I also don't want to say they didn't get better at all, because this is something that takes a long time to fix. I mean, if you think about your posture, you have been fucking that shit up for years. So you can't just expect to do a 2-month program and all of a sudden like everything is going to bounce right back. She even mentions that if you've been following her, she really hated her hooded eyelids. And she said it took her I think I heard somewhere like 2 years for her to actually fix that. And she was doing some trapeze exercises 3 times a day. So it's like, think about that. You know, you can't just expect a 30-day program to fix what you've done to yourself for years. So I love the honesty, and I just think you have to be really realistic about this program and results. I have seen some amazing results. And I think personally, since my things that I want to change are kind of minor, I think they will take longer to fix. But there are some girls that I've seen amazing results. So I definitely believe in the program. I think it works. I highly recommend it. I've learned so much about my body, about like little muscles in your neck, in your shoulders, your back, your face. I 1,000% would recommend this to any women. Men, of course, too, but I feel like this is kind of like what women really focus on. Probably we shouldn't, but we do. So I think it's just an amazing way to learn about your body. Um, I think it like was totally worth the money. Like even if she charges more, I think it's still worth the money. I'm inserting my before and after pictures. The lighting is a little bit different, so I know, but if you really look, you can see like my neck is a little bit more elongated, which means that it has gotten straightened which means it has gotten straightened out. And that is a good thing. I actually got a compliment recently. I was on a date and this guy was like, "Are you like you're tall? Like you look like you're 5'8", and I'm only like 5'3". So I was like, "Oh no, I'm like 5'3". And he was like, "Wow, like your neck is so long. Like you look like your posture." He's like, "You look very tall," because we were actually sitting down, so he didn't know exactly how tall I was. But I was like, "Oh, thank you. I've been working on my neck." So yeah, people have noticed, and I notice as well now, like when I'm hunched over on my phone or on my computer, I'm like, hold on, what am I doing? I'm messing myself up. So it makes you very mindful of your posture and how you move around the day. And it just like makes you more confident because now you know, walk with your chest up. I just think it's so interesting because when we have a problem, like for example, my 11s, let's say, like normally you would think like, okay, I'm just gonna go get Botox. I wanna fix my 11s, so I'm just gonna get Botox right here, and then the problem's gonna be solved. But she actually goes into why you have 11s in the first place. And I really love that she gets to the bottom of things because that's the type of person I am. I like to know like the core reason why something happened. And I don't want a bandage to fix it. Like I want to know what I have to do to the core to fix this problem. From like the inside out versus just like putting a bandage, aka like Botox, and like, yeah, sure, it fixes it, but like, why do I even have them in the first place? So I just really love that about the program. Like she will really explain like why we get all these little things that we hate happening on our face, where it stems from, and then how to fix like the root cause. If you're gonna age, why not make it graceful? So I also wanted to talk a little bit about the videos. The way they are broken up is into sections. For example, day 1 would be like neck, day 2 would be eyes, day 3 would be forehead, day 4 would be cheek lift, like different things like that. So that's how she has them broken up from the initial glow program, the 1 to 60-day program. And then if you want to continue with her and join consistency, that is kind of like there's not really any order. It's not like 1 2 3 4, because the glow program, she does recommend you do everything in order. However, with consistency, they are longer. Some of them are even up to an hour long of facial massages, and they're all kind of scattered into like different categories. It will be like an extreme facelift and it's like an hour face massage, and then it'll be like extreme eye and it'll be an hour of just eyes. I haven't gone through all of them, but I just wanted to let you guys know like what to expect on that end. All right, so that is my review on Anastasia's Beauty Fascia program. If you are thinking about joining, I think it's an 11 out of 10. Highly recommend. It's Lil Peeva stamp approved. And let me know if you have any other questions. I could answer them in the comment section. And that's it. Hoodie dropping soon. This is my sample hoodie. Anyways, it's a lot. It's a video for another day, but stay tuned for that. You could pre-order it. I might still be tweaking it up a little bit, so I'll keep you posted though. But like and subscribe and let me know what else you want to see. And yeah, I have also started a school community, so if you like me and you like my videos, join the community. We go over health, wealth, mindset, achieving your goals, and yeah, just becoming a better version of yourself. So if you're interested in any of that, the link is going to be in the bio.